Hi guys, this video, I had a request before. It says here like, what can I do? Filipinos in other countries actually save money, like OFWs, and then there's another one that, what Filipinas, maybe I would separate them. Anyway, OFW. I'm not gonna write that one again because it's embarrassing. My handwriting looks ugly. But here's the thing, Filipina OFWs are usually not saving money. Why? Even if, let's not talk about not only OFWs, but also Filipinas who are married to foreigners. Unless you gave them savings, like a separate savings. Have you noticed that sometimes they cannot save and they cannot prioritize your family yet? It is because they still prioritize their family in the Philippines. And another thing is that they always worry about what other people would tell them. For example, me, to be honest with you, I'm here in Japan, and everybody who watch my videos knows that people expect me to have many money. I don't. Why would I write a book if I have many money? Oh, and by the way, I forgot to thank someone. Someone donated from at my fan funding $20. I don't know what I did, why you gave me $20, but thank you so much. I'm so happy. And whoever you are, I know you did. I cannot see it. Google, YouTube is not allowing me to see that. But whoever you are, I wish you can watch this video and really, really thank you. Salamat po for that. I'm really surprised when I saw that. And for those, and also I have someone gave $5 and then the others $1. So thank you so much. I'm flattered and it means I'm doing a good job, right? Anyway, let's go back to OFWs. Thank you again, guys. And thank you for subscribing, liking, and everything. So, OFWs, the reason why they cannot save, first of all, they think that it's their first time to hold a lot of money. But at the same time, it's also their first time to go in that country. So they want to spend, their money on going to places, usually showing off. Like, for example, in Japan, many OFWs, like many teachers, they go to Disneyland, Disney Sea, Universal Studios, like that. It's not cheap to even travel there. And even the entrance fee is not cheap. So most of them cannot save that. And plus these OFWs are also renting. Unless if they live with, someone. What OFWs or overseas contract workers Filipinos do in another countries, usually they share a house. Like in one house, let's say there are 5 bedrooms or let's say 4 bedrooms, and then they will divide that 4 bedrooms into with a kitchen or living room, and they will divide it more. So they'll have they'll have more space. And then they'll share the payment, rent pay. So that's what they do, how to, to save money. But that's not the only problem, not only their personal desires, but also their families back home. These families think that they have a lot of money. Even with Filipinas who are married to foreigners, they automatically think that they have a lot of money. Like, for example, I saw someone, my stepmom's sister, and then her cousin. Her cousin is complaining like, oh, she has a lot of money. She can give me transportation. She's married to a foreigner. But, yeah, I can say that she's married to a not so rich but kind of well-off foreigner. But to think that everybody's thinking that way and then expecting money or an expensive gift from a Filipina who's married to a foreigner or a Filipina who is in another country, that's really, really crazy. And then they're also gonna expect, Not only money, but gifts. And mind you, when they ask for gifts, it's not the normal ones. Like they're gonna ask for iPad, iPhone, and then designer bags, designer items. Sometimes when I see that, I'm like, I don't even have that. Why are you guys asking me? I can't even buy a Louis Vuitton, and then you guys are gonna tell me, can you buy me a Louis Vuitton? Isn't that crazy? But some Filipinos who are married to foreigners and who are working in other countries would go high and low just to buy that one, just to please that person in the Philippines. But they are not even thinking that these person are not even really grateful. Once you give them something, they're gonna expect more and more, and more expensive. That's why I'm always telling you guys to limit that. And that's the reason why many OFWs can't save money. It is because even if their salary is high, they also have expenses in other countries. They are not living there for free. And they also have to eat. Because sometimes Filipinos in the Philippines would calculate the salary like, hey, you have, let's say, 80,000 pesos salary a month. What are you doing with your money? That's crazy, right? They don't even think he's paying the rent, electricity. That person has to eat. And that person needs to save some for him or herself. But it ends up that that person cannot save anything because of all the requests and all the reasons. Like they're gonna say, someone is sick, someone is dying, someone needs money. It's my birthday, it's his birthday, it's my cat's birthday, my dog's birthday. So I'm really, you know, to be honest, I'm experiencing that now. That's why I closed my Facebook, and then at first I just don't update. And then my mom said, why are you not updating anything? Then I said, I told her the reason. Then she said, actually she's a little bit understanding, but my dad isn't. So they're making up reasons to get money from me. I ended up closing my Facebook. The articles I'm reading. Anyway, see that situation? It's really, that's the reason why these OFWs can't save. Another thing is they don't save. They think that they will earn money, like constantly. They never thought that maybe their job is only for 2 years. After 2 years, what is their job? What did they save? Plus, some Filipinos who works in other countries think that money is unlimited, and they start buying designer items just to show off when they get to Philippines. Well, it would look good, but not everybody really cares. Actually, they will only care if you will give them something. And because you look good, they would assume that you have many money and expect many money from you. When I was in the Philippines, when I give my sisters like 200, 300 pesos, they're happy. But now I give them like a graduation gift, like 1,000 pesos. They are still not happy. Why? They said because I'm in Japan. I was happy with $1 funding, What the? Anyway, for the person who asked me that question, most Filipinos nowadays are getting smarter. And even Filipinas, hopefully. But on the first 6 months or the first year or even the first time they work in another country, they'll never think about that. They'll be very excited with the money. They would really want to send money or gifts to their families because they think it's the right thing, and then they would start buying things for themselves, and they forget that there's a limit. And then they're gonna be too excited seeing the place. I'm not blaming them for that. But after the contract, when they go home, their savings is only about 200, 300,000. You cannot even buy a house yet with that money. Now, that's the time they want to go again out of the country because they learned from the first time. So, but some of them still don't learn. So on the second time that they go to other country, that's the time that they are more careful with money. But for first timers, not really. It depends on them if they already had experience with relatives asking for money every now and then. But if not, so yeah, for those also for those with who has Filipino wives, always tell your family to mind your own family first, because I mean your own family, you, her, and if you guys have a child, before minding her other family, always tell her that you cannot spoon feed those relatives, that those relatives also has to work, that, or you could just have to tell her that to choose, like education of your child, or the future of your own child, or the future of your family. The problem is some Filipinos in the Philippines think that foreigners have unlimited money and they are making them, like obliging them to actually send them money, all because they married their child. They don't even think that their child is not really that precious. I mean, I'm sorry, that's what I think. I mean, a family is something that you have to work out together, and you have to take care of it together. But it doesn't mean you have to take care of the other family, because those families made their own families and they have to take care of their own. I know it's selfish, but so if you can give what you can. I always said that. Don't overdo it, because they'll expect more. And then know if it's real or not. Facebook doesn't lie with the updates. Like, they told me the car was broken, and then I saw them driving with that car. I saw that yesterday. And then they were asking money to fix the car. And then my sister said, I need books. But then I saw her wearing a new dress for her school activity. I guess it wasn't money for the books, right? It's really, some people, I'm not saying all, but some people would really go over just to, get money. So for those foreigners who think that they are being scammed, don't worry. Also, many Filipinos in other countries feel the same way. Some still think it's their responsibility. Some already woke up, but they're being guilt tripped. Like, you don't love your family. You don't care about your family. Those relatives that really do that. Like, you are so selfish that. That's why it's better not to hear them. So yeah, OFW savings. They might do it on their second time going to another country, but on the first year or they're still overjoyed with the money that they earn, and they don't think about the value, and they just think about what other people would think about them. But as well as the Filipinas, that's the same way. That's why they can't say no to their families. So yeah, if you're married to a Filipina, if you are an OFW, what I learned from my aunt who lived in London for about 35 years before I came to Japan, the only thing she told me was, think about yourself first. Make sure that you are secured before you help others. So yeah, I always tell them I have no money. Well, anyway, thank you so much for subscribing. Have a nice day.